Morning folks. Right, with my medievals, as I say, I started the two armies last week, didn't I? With Henry V and Facon Berges, or Facon Berges, whatever he was, French, one of the French commanders. So I thought I'd make a start. What have we got here? This is Agincourt Foot Knights, a box of 36 figures. So I'm gonna take them out of the box and get stuck in with de-clipping and de-spruing. I'll just take them all out now. What have we got? Oh, there's more. Oops, sorry, not the camera. There's more. Oh dear, dear, dear. Yep, so a load of figures, lots of clipping to be done. That's the laborious bit. While I say all the pictures, bases I won't need. Right, put those aside. Yeah, so we've got loads of bases. Loads of sprues, I mean. We've got 6 sprues, the biggest, so I'm going to get busy clipping, taking them all apart, and then I'll come back to you when I've got a big heap of plastic. So back in a tick. Right, there we go. That's a lot of de-clipping done. I've taken them all off the sprues, or most of the major bits and pieces. What I tend to leave on the sprues are the swords and the visors, simply because I lose them if I don't. So we've got the same, that's the French knights, and this is the English type knights, but I think they can be used with both. So we've got a pile of French bodies, a pile of French arms, and a pile of the English arms. I can say it that way because they're actually slightly different plastic, colour plastic they've moulded them in, but I mean I tend to cross-reference. Not everyone will want to do it this way, but I just take all the arms off and then I sort them out as I go along. I can't be bothered to clip each one as I do each figure because I like to get all the cleaning up done. I mean, it's not too hard. You can mix and match to get them to work and glue properly. Well, I find I can. So yeah, so that's the easy part in a sense. We've now got all the major with the knife and with the file, the trusty file. So that's what I'm going to do for the next, I don't know how long. This will take me about 20 minutes to half an hour to clip these off. Just the box, I mean, it's, you know, I haven't rushed at it. But the next job will be, as I say, clean all these up before I start to glue. So I'm going to get cleaning. That's going to take a while, I imagine, because there's quite a lot to clean. So back in a while, as they say. Okay, there we go. That's busy with the knife and the file. I am ready to start sticking. I've cleaned up the sides and cleaned up the bases. I'm a super glue fan for me. I like to super glue them. I don't like the plastic cement. I find it sticks too well and I've usually put them in the wrong place, or I need to move bits and pieces, so I like super glue, which is great once it's dry, but you know, it gives you a little while to just flip it off if you've got the wrong position or you want to change a hand or something. But there we go. Right, so the next job is the big one, the sticking together. So as I would say, I'll get stuck into that and come back to you when I've made some progress. Right, there we go, 36 knights all completed, and I am covered in super glue, fingers everywhere. Gotta take some time. They're such fiddly little buggers, but I got there in the end. So all I've got left now is at the back is the little tiny sprues, which have got the swords and the visors. So I'll just work out which ones I'm having. I think probably most of these will have visors on actually, or I'll stick as many visors on as I can, and obviously swords as well. Yeah, so just about finished. The hardest part, I think, isn't it? The painting's easy compared to this. No. Yeah, so the plan is tomorrow get them all stuck onto pennies, get them outside and get them sprayed up. I think I'll go for grey undercoat as usual, as long as I've got some grey. I'm not going to town just to go get some grey spray. Yep, grey undercoat. If I don't stick, they'll probably leave the visors till afterwards. I know they'll have to be painted, but I just want to get these sprayed up so I can make a start on some of them. So anyway, there we go, 36 100 Years War Knights ready to the next stage. So back in a tick. Right, let's de-sprue the visors and the swords. swords and visors. I've noticed to clean these up. They're a bit of a mess. Got lots of large runs on them, the way they're set up in the mould, so it does mean they're quite, even though they're fiddly, there's quite a bit of cleaning up to do. So I'm actually going to stick this on the figures. I've decided the visors on the figures and the swords on the figures. Then I'm going to spray. So I'm going to get that done, and then onto pennies, as I said before, and outside for an undercoat. Right, better get busy. There we have it, all finished, ready for the spray job. I've put the point now, you can't see. I put the glued visors on, and I glued the swords on because I thought, well, these are going to be my French, and any sensible Frenchman would have had his visor down attacking to avoid the arrow storm. And then I thought, well, if I'm doing that, I might as well glue the swords on. So I'm all finished now, ready for the big spray up. I don't know when I shall start painting them. Get the glue to dry off for a couple of days, I suppose, right through. And yep, there you go. So that's 36 figures built. It takes some time. It's surprising how, you know, if you want to do a half decent job, hopefully I have, cleaning all the bits and pieces up. But I mean, it is a saving, isn't it? What? I think it was about £16 I pay for the packs for 36 figures. Not too bad a price when you think of the cost of metal. I know they're not metal, they're plastic, aren't they? But they will do the job when they're painted up. So anyway, there we go. Thanks for looking, and bye for now.